I'm Matt, and I'm in the Montana backcountry taking my latest creation for its maiden voyage. We're enduring very cold weather, -20, -30 degrees, fixing broken machines, building fires, cooking food, having a great time, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. It's currently -30. Pearl doesn't want to start on her own. Jump pack should do the trick. Come on, Pearl. Come on, Pearl. Guys, check out all the elk. We made it. Let's get this beast unloaded, get dressed up, go play. Well, the snow bike doesn't want to start. Hopefully the torch will persuade it. I'm heating up the front radiator, which has coolant in it, so hopefully the coolant takes some of the warmth and carries it through the engine. That made no difference. I'm gonna get the jump pack and see if I can jump it. Come on. Check out how nice it is outside. So the plan for today, there's a lake up in those mountains. We're gonna get to the lake and then we gotta find a spot to camp. Set up camp, build a fire, cook some food. It's gonna be a great time. Also, this is my first ride on this unit. 2008 Hayabusa with a CMX snow bike kit. We've got all the camping gear and the Moscow Moto bags. I am beyond stoked to see how it does. Let's go play. It appears we have something wrong with the bike, so we need to get the tools out and dive in and see what's going on. This is kind of how first rides go sometimes. I started hearing a noise and then the bike completely came to a stop. So we're gonna see if it's the belt. Hopefully this is a pretty straightforward fix. Oh, wow. Yep. Belt just came apart. Metal's so cold to touch right now. All right, I've got the new belt. There was a wind chill warning for today. I think it was like 60 below. We're back in business. Let's get to the lake, build a fire. It's cold. We made it to the lake! I'm so happy we made it. The wind has really picked up and the sun's starting to go down. So let's cruise around the lake and find a spot to camp. That was so much fun, guys. I don't know if you guys saw, but there were snowmobile tracks going over the lake. That's the only reason I went out there. That being said, one lap is enough for me. As much as I want to go back out and just keep playing, I'm gonna play it safe, set up camp. I found our camp spot, check this out. Right here. It's gonna be perfect. And we've got some firewood. Woo! It's getting cold! The snow's so fluffy I can't even get it to pack down. Check out how sugary the snow is. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's why I can't get it packed down. So now I just need to level this out and then set up the tent. Just leveling it out. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take a break for a second. I'm starting to get hot, and the last thing I wanna do is start sweating. pretty close to having the tent set up. Temperatures are definitely dropping though, so I need to hurry up and then build a fire. Fire time! This is my normal fire starter. It's just a normal flint and steel, makes sparks. And then in the top, I store cotton balls soaked in Vaseline. But recently I saw a video of these little fire cubes. Got me super curious, so I want to try them out. So we're gonna compare these fire cubes versus just a normal cotton ball with Vaseline. Let's see if it'll take a spark. The fire cube does not want to take a spark, so I'm just gonna get out a lighter. Come on. For sure could be user error. I could just be using them wrong, but they do not want to take a spark. Ooh, my cheek getting frostbite? Nope, we're good. So we'll just go back to the cotton ball method. Oh yeah, there we go. It might be a windy night. Holy moly. I'd like to cozy up next to the fire, but the wind is really starting to howl and it's blowing my tent around. So I'm gonna shovel snow around the tent. I had to smash the fire because the wind really started howling and it was blowing all of the sparks into my tent. The sparks were burning holes in the tent. This is a lot better spot for the fire. Guys, check these out. These are body warmers. I picked them up at Walmart when I picked up those fire starters. Hopefully these turn out to be more impressive than the fire starters. They're just like stick-on body warmers. I've never tried them. So I'm gonna slap some on tonight and see if they keep me warm because it's gonna get cold. Forecast was calling for -35 tonight. That's in town though, so I'm not sure what the temperature would be up here. Maybe less, maybe more. It's time for some dinner. My girlfriend made me pizza and put in this tin foil. So I just need to chuck it on the fire. Oh, my water's frozen. Time to break into these suckers. What do you do? I've really never used these. I have no idea. Air activated. Oh, I just open them up to air. It doesn't stick to my water bladder. Rats. This thing's plastic, so I don't want to get it close to the fire. I think I'll just let these two hang out together. Maybe I'll put another one on. I've got 2 body warmers on my water bladder. I'm just gonna chuck it in my jacket and see if I can thaw out, because I am thirsty. Oh, pizza time. Check that out. This is the first food I've had all day. So good. The sun went down, the temperature is for sure dropping. It's real cold. I'm gonna get my bed set up and then I think I'm just gonna curl up in there. I waited a bit too long to get into my sleeping bag. It's getting proper cold out here. Luckily, I've got my down booties to put on. These are so cozy. Oh, don't fall over. Oh, dang. It's amazing how much colder it feels once the sun goes down. I think I hear my water boiling over there. Oh yeah, we've got a little bit of boiling water in here. Took so long to boil it. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels so good. Oh. Update on my other water bottle with the warmers on it. They have definitely not thawed out the water at all. It's hard to speak right now. My mouth is so cold. I'm like slurring my words. That's a sign we need to get in the tent and get cozy. I just updated the weather on my Garmin, and it's saying the low is -27. So, hey, that's better than some of the other places I read this morning. They were saying it was going to be like -35. So I'll take that for sure. It's also hard to say that this is accurate though, because I'm up in the mountains. So the weather could be way different here. It's definitely cold, but how cold, I'm not entirely sure. I've got one of my inflatable beds set up. I'm going to set up another one. So I've got a big one on the bottom and then a smaller one on top. And that'll just give me some more insulation tonight. As long as my tent doesn't blow away in the wind, I'm going to sleep like a baby. I'm starting to get quite cold. I think now is a really good time to test out those body warmers. I've got food all over my face. Just cover myself in these things. Not actually. I'm just going to put one on my chest and one on my lower back. And we'll go from there, see if they actually work. Oh man. I think I can feel the warmth already. No, I definitely can't. That's fake news. I'm giving you guys fake news. I cannot feel the warmth already. Placebo. Shoot, I might as well put more than 2 on. I've got so many of these. I need to change out my socks for some new dry ones. I am not going to record me changing socks. You cannot see my feet. 1 sock. 2 sock. And then the down booty on top of it. Ooh, I'm going to be so cozy tonight. I'm going to drink some of the warm water. Oh gosh. There's a lot of stuff in there from the fire. Whoa. Fire's still crackling outside. Oh, camping is so much fun. Well, I've been laying here for a while since last time. You know when your feet are so cold they start to quite hurt? That's where mine are at right now. Oh, and I also just took 2 more of those sticky warmers and I jammed them onto my ankles. But those are also freezing, so it feels like I've got 2 ice cubes on my ankles. My breath, it's starting to freeze to my tent. How cool is that? Looks like I'm about to go rob your local 7-Eleven. Dang, I'm starting to get the shakes. Been laying here for a while, trying to get warm. But I've been laying here thinking about how that belt broke. Because those CMX snow bikes, they're literally indestructible. And it brought me back to a conversation I had with Fergus. He's one of the builders for CMX. And I was like, Fergus, can I get the belt wet if I water skip? And he's like, oh yeah, dude, you can totally get it wet. Just don't get any ice in there. Guys, I've been getting it icy. This is why test rides are important. It's kind of a unique test ride, but it's still a test ride. I'll fix the exhaust. I'll run it past the belt housing so it doesn't heat up the belt housing and melt snow in there, creating ice. I'm thinking that'll solve the problem. An oopsie on my part. So yeah, I'm definitely getting warm. Those heaters are awesome. I'm surprised how comfortable I am. And then if any of you guys are wondering, the elevation is about 7,600 feet. One last thing. There's some crazy noises outside my tent. For a second, I was like, whoa, what's that noise? What it is, though, I think it's the ice settling in the lake. Good night. Good morning. Check out the frost on my sleeping bag. If I touch the tent, a bunch of ice will just fall onto me. I am so cozy though. Those heaters, highly recommended. See if the camera can pick up the ice on the tent. That's going to be the main goal for this morning, is to get the bike running. It's covered in ice and it's quite cold. I doubt it's going to start up on its own. We may end up needing to build a fire and then park the bike over the coals and let that heat the motor. I'm going to muster up the courage to get up. We'll go brave the cold. All right, let's see if the bike's gonna start up. Well, it's not gonna start up on its own. We'll get a fire going, warm the engine up because it's just solid ice. All right, I gotta get some firewood. Let's get a fire going so we can get out of here. Whoa. Whoa. Ah! I was so stinking warm in the tent. Now I'm out here and it's like, ah. There we go.
It's actually pretty nice this morning. A lot warmer than yesterday for sure. Because yesterday, when I'd inhale, my sinuses would totally freeze up. Kind of uncomfortable. I'm gonna put my boots by the fire. It'll be nice to have some warm boots. Whew. Even with the fire, those are still cold and stiff. The fire's burned down enough. I'm gonna take a couple burning logs out of there, put them onto the bike. Also, I've never done this before, so I'm definitely not an expert. I have read about bush pilots doing this when it's really cold, and since then, I've always wanted to try it, so now we've got the opportunity, so I'm gonna give it a go. Seems to be working pretty good. I'm gonna start packing up camp and I'm just gonna let that heat up the engine. Fire's been warming up the Busa for a while, probably about an hour. My idea behind this, or at least what I read about the bush pilots doing this, it would heat up the engine oil, which would make it easier to start. Let's see if I've got a ride out of here. Let's hook up the jump pack and see if that does the trick. Oh yeah. Yeah, it started right up. I'm glad I have a ride out of here. And then we'll see if we can make it out without breaking something else. Boy, am I looking forward to getting to the truck. A little worried my truck isn't going to start. Yesterday morning, it was really hard to get it going. I think I'm just stressing for no reason, probably. Well, I bet we'll get there and Pearl will fire right up. There we go. All right, let's get out of here. Well, we just had a bit of a crash. There's the bike. I hit ice right here, tire rut, and just immediately went down. This thing's gonna be heavy to pick up. Hopefully I can muster up some strength right here. Gee whiz. Come on. Oh man, I'm struggling, guys, big time. Oh, this feels so good just to lay down. I'm gonna get this sucker up. I'll get it. Yeah! Woo! Alright guys, let's get the heck out of here. No more crashes. That took a lot out of me. Just as I got the truck in sight, I went down. Look at this. Hit ice and dirt straight into the ditch. My truck is right there. I'm not going to bore you guys with me picking it up this time. I'm just going to grunt it up and get to the truck. That's poetic. See you at the truck. Let's see if old Pearl starts. Come on. Rats, Pearl doesn't want to start. Let's hope that jump pack has one more jump in it. I've really used that thing a lot in the last day. Oh, and let me show you the bike. I did some serious damage. Yeah, I did some serious damage in that last crash. Because it's so cold, plastic gets really brittle. And this whole side just decided to break. So I just spent like the last 20 minutes back there at the crash site just picking up tiny pieces of plastic because it just shattered. It's wild what plastic does when it's cold. You got this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah! We made it! Those last 5 miles were rough. It makes this success feel even better. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed that video, you might love the video YouTube recommends in the upper right. Yep, over there. Click on it. Yep, that one.